Hey guys, welcome to vlog 60.
Make it work, make it work, make it work.
Hey guys, welcome to vlog 60. Yes, this is another Project Runway review, and this is episode 12, and it is called In a Place Far, Far Away. Now, before I start, I have to apologize in advance that this vlog probably might be another 25-minute vlog or might be a little bit longer. I will try to make it as short as I can because I took a lot of notes today, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Ooh, look, unlucky 13. So I will again try to keep it short, but stay with me because this is the interesting challenge, and I always get sad when somebody gets kicked off, but you know, it's Project Runway and you have to lose somebody during the show. But okay, this is obviously the last challenge before Fashion Week, or so we think, but we're not going to get into that because I obviously don't know what the next episode is going to be. But In a Place Far, Far Away is what this episode is called. And we start at the Atlas Apartments as usual, and Dimitri says it's not time to relax, don't get excited. To get eliminated at this point would be so devastating because you're so close. It's here. It's like it's real now. It wasn't real before. And then Melissa says, I have to step it up even more to show the judges that I can do it. And Heidi comes out and, you know, she tells them it's far, far, far away place, and that they're going to meet Tim Gunn and a guest at a far, far, far away place. Okay, and they start walking in a dirt path, and they walk into a garden, and Fabio's commenting on it, and we're not going to get into those details because obviously if you watch the episode, if you're watching this, or maybe you haven't. And they go somewhere to meet Tim Gunn and a guest, and they end up going to Oheka Keso in Long Island, which is obviously in New York. And the guest that they meet is Billy B, who is a consulting makeup artist of L'Oreal Paris, and he's helping them with the makeup part of the challenge. So, you know, that stuff. And the two parts of the challenge that you need to know about is one, surroundings that they're around, the garden and the castle, is the inspiration for the challenge. And the new line of the limited edition L'Oreal makeup, which is called Electric Fantasy, is the second part of the inspiration for the challenge. And what they're supposed to do is there are 4 different makeup color sets, and they have names for them, and they're called leading ladies. And there is the Enchanted Queen, the Seductive Temptress, the Wise Mystic, and the Artsy Muse. And they're supposed to use these 4 leading ladies as their muses for their challenges. So once they make the outfits, obviously the models get painted and, you know, nailed and stuff. Okay? And, you know, the way that the things get chosen is, you know, Tim Gunn pulls the names out of the little bag, and, you know, that's whoever gets it. But Chris is lucky and doesn't have to do that because obviously there's 4 leading ladies and 5 designers. And, you know, he chooses what he chooses. But we'll get into that in a second. So each designer has to choose, or is given one of the leading ladies, and they have to create an avant-garde look for the muse. And just in case if you don't know what avant-garde is, avant-garde means new, never seen before. So if you've seen it before, it's not avant-garde. And I remember last season they did glow in the dark stuff, and it was amazing, and probably stuff people would never really wear in real life. In this episode, they did stuff that people might wear in real life, so I appreciate it that much. But I mean, honestly, they were trying to do avant-garde, but the stuff they did, I kind of seen before, but apparently the judges never seen them before, but that's so not the point. What do I know about fashion? And then Melissa said, all I ever wanted to do in this season was an avant-garde challenge, so I am really, really excited about this challenge. It's like, finally! Durr! Okay, so we're gonna talk about who got what. Fabio got Enchanted Queen, and this is the color set. Sonja got Seductive Tempress. Dimitri got Wise Mystic. Melissa got Artsy Muse. Chris got Enchanted Queen, and again he didn't have to choose because obviously there's 5 people. And Fabio and Chris, not exactly head to head, but obviously the same, lead queen or lead muse, so they had to kind of compete with each other and make sure they're not doing the same thing. And I think the luck was on their side, and the muses were picked perfectly for each designer. So this is where the challenge starts. They were given 45 minutes to sketch, and at Mood they were given $400 to spend. And this is the most that they have gotten on an individual challenge. I know there was a group challenge that they, when they tried to get money from people on the streets, they got more than that. But this is an individual challenge, so $400 is the most they have gotten on an individual challenge. And instantly, Chris's mouth opens in shock like this. It's just money that is not even yours. What do you care? It's more money for you. So it's a 2-day challenge because they usually avant-garde stuff is done in 2 months, not 2 days. So they're trying to give them as much reasonable time as possible without giving them too much leeway, obviously. And then obviously in Mood they're not going to give them too much time, so they give them 45 minutes to run around, and that's always hectic and you don't need the details of that. And they got up to 10:30 p.m. on the first day, and then full day on the second day. Tim Gunn comes in the first day, and the judges tells them the judges are expecting 2 months worth of looks, so they just want to be blown away and knock their socks off and stuff like that. Then Sonja discovers that her main gold fabric that was going to be in the base of her design was missing, so she never grabbed her second bag at Mood, which kind of sucks for her. And you'll see why at the end. If you haven't watched the episode, then you don't know why. But if you watch the episode, then you obviously know why, but I'm not going to say anything till later. And then Tim Gunn comes in during the first day and semi-reviews everybody like he usually does in every episode. And Dimitri is doing fine, some kind of triangle sleeve, this kind of thing, not obviously the shirt, but just doing triangle stuff. And he just convinced Dimitri not to really do that and fix it a little bit. And then everybody's doing pretty good until he goes to Fabio. And Fabio says that Tim Gunn has stages of silence, and they go like this. If you get all of those, nothing good is going to come out of it. This is what Fabio says to the solo cam. And Tim says to Fabio, can I be really honest with you? And of course Fabio says yes. And Tim continues, the coat is looking borderline costume. And I say this because it looks like it stepped out of the past. It makes me sad. It looks down, it looks dreary. It's the flatness of the whole piece. Yep. So Fabio was pretty screwed at that point of the episode. And then eventually we get to the point where Fabio's solution to his problem: flip his jacket upside down. He claims that this will be avant-garde because some people will like it and some people will not like it, but people will still look at it anyway, and that is what avant-garde is. Not really, Fabio, but whatever. But, you know, Tim looks at it the second time and he loves it. And Sonja immediately says in the solo cam, "It's the same piece, what the hell is wrong with him?" And I kind of agree, but I'm not a fashion designer, so I don't have any rights to say anything. And Chris's review, you know, Tim says to him, "I see an 1890s dress." And Tim asked, "What is avant-garde in the dress?" And Chris says, "The hips, because no one wants their hips that big." And Tim says, "But does that make it avant-garde or a mistake?" And then Chris struggled with his retort, and Fabio was laughing in the background, which, not cool, Fabio. So I kind of lost respect for him. Okay, we're going to talk about the judging now. And obviously you have your Michael Kors, you have your Heidi Klum, you have your Nina Garcia, and you have your Zoe Saldana. I don't know how to say her name. So from this forward on, I'm just going to say the guest because I really don't know how to say her last name and I don't want to butcher it for you guys. She is an actress and she's a co-founder of myfdb.com, and I have no idea what that is, so if anybody wants to comment and tell me if I'm actually correct about what I just said, because that's what Heidi said in the episode. I don't even know if I got the website right because they talk so fast I don't even know what they're saying. But on the show it said actress, but Heidi was saying some stuff. So she's an actress, but I don't recognize her from anything. But okay, let's start with Melissa. Michael Kors said, "Love it. Looks great. Color combo is terrific. The idea of separates is thrilling. You have a good hand for leather. Skirt is interesting and flattering. When it turned the corner, he knew it was hers, but he thought she was scared as shit." Obviously shit was bleeped on the show. Doing all the color, because for her, dust is a color, and you handled it well. Nina Garcia said, "Loves the vest, loves the drama at the collar. Not crazy about the length of the skirt, loves the cut of the skirt, and you can see the legs of the model. She likes the look." And Heidi Klum said she doesn't know which look is uglier, Fabio or hers, so we're going to get to Fabio eventually. And she's shocked that Nina Garcia and Michael Kors love it so much. And the guest really says, "Really well made, very futuristic, challenging fabrics, still flattering, really, really, really beautiful." Okay, now we're going to get to Fabio. Michael Kors said the jacket is fantastic. I mean, it's great, and the way it's cut is great, but the whole outfit got lost in the Palasto pants. The pants are nomish. What the hell is nomish? He's making up words again. And then Heidi Klum said, didn't respond to the look at all. She looks like she is going to a funeral. Doesn't see the beauty in it. Just sees sadness in a way. And the guest says it's not flattering at all. Michael Kors said fashion editors would wear the jacket. Nina Garcia said the jacket is absolutely gorgeous. The fact that you can reverse it is fantastic. And the guest said nothing is defining the model. All you can see are the clothes, even after reversing the jacket. And we're going to talk about Dimitri. Heidi Klum said, I think this is a amazing outfit. And I did that pause because that's what she did. I see some angles I have never seen before. Loves the peekaboo side of leg, and the fit is crazy good. The guest said those sleeves are stunning. Michael Kors said, I think you are a brilliant tailor. Soldiers are a little bit customy. Heidi Klum and Michael Kors said they're both said too far out. And Michael Kors said the neck is a little too fempera. And the guest said the neck piece cheapens the look, deflated by the neck. Then Nina Garcia said, when in doubt, don't go there. The details are so incredible, impeccable work. So they didn't like the neck thing, but, you know, it worked for me. But honestly, Dimitri's outfit, it was definitely well done, but I don't think it was avant-garde. It was a tailored thing, but I've seen that so many times on so many from so many other designers. Don't know how that was avant-garde. But whatever, I'm not the judge. And then Chris made the hourglass shape thing. And Michael Kors said, makeup is gorgeous. It's a little gothic to me, which was Chris's goal. And she looks like she has hairy forearms with the feathers that, you know, he put on her. And this is going a little bit on the custom borderline. It's smart to put pads on her hips. Would have liked to see construction on the bust because her breasts were a little bit flat. So they needed a little bit of help, so to speak. Heidi Klum said, it looks like there's a little bit too much fabric in the bust. So like I just said, your eye goes straight to it. And the guest said, after the face, people look if the bust is flat-chested or not. If she doesn't have enough bust, you have to create it for her. And Nina Garcia said, you tried too many ideas in one dress. And Chris definitely agrees. Heidi Klum said, loves the back of the dress. The guest said, Beck is absolutely beautiful. Heidi Klum said, loves how you place the feathers in the V shape. The back is a little bit better than the front. Michael Kors said, you have the idea, but this is like your first try. But it's hard to make a couture dress in 2 days. And she's still deflated a little bit. And then we're going to talk about Sonjia. Heidi Klum said, love the color. Can see many stores wearing this for the red carpet. The only problem is the mesh on the back. Wishes the mesh on the back matched the green a little bit more. Nina Garcia said, the green is the color of envy. Heidi Klum said, very unexpected color. Michael Kors said, looks like an ice skating costume. The guest said, incomplete look, unfinished. Looks like you ran out of time. The piece on her right looks like a loose table napkin. Michael Kors said, looks like a banquet, blue all over her. Cloth is her skirt. Napkin here and there. No woman would want that spanky on her back. Doesn't look avant-garde at all. Heidi Klum said, idea was to show model nude as if she wasn't wearing anything. And Michael Kors said, that's not a bare neck. That's an old lady outfit. And Sonjia got a little bit snooty on the end and said, I guess we have a difference of opinions. And there you go. Now, of course, this was the last challenge, and they were all asked, you know, why they wanted to be in the fashion runway. And Melissa's answer was, it's her dream. It's all she can picture for herself. Wants to launch career as a designer, and her collection would be incorporating leather, and it would be from her old self to her new self, and she would love to take Sonjia and Fabio. And Fabio said he would take Melissa and Chris, and his reasons would be to bring on the show. Being on the show would made him know how loud he wanted to speak, and to be able to have the fashion show, he would scream even more. And then Dimitri said he would take Fabio and Chris, and since he was a kid, he had a dream to make it in the fashion industry, and he has been ready for a very long time. Chris said he would take Fabio and Dimitri, and studying fashion for a really long time, and he felt that it would be the perfect opportunity to make a dream come to reality. And Sonja said Melissa and Dimitri she would take, and she said, my mom taught me how to sew. Designing clothes has always been my everything. Never thought of doing anything else. It means everything to me. I deserve to be the next big American designer. Okay, so this is where we get to the unhappy part. And obviously, like I said earlier, Project Runway, you have to eliminate people. And I kind of figured it was the last challenge, so they were going to eliminate 2 people. They only eliminate 1 people. And there's a reason I talked about Sonja last. Obviously, she's gone. Chris is safe, Melissa's safe, and Dimitri is safe. And Dimitri was the winner, ironically. This is his stuff. I'm definitely glad that he's still there. I'm definitely glad that Chris is still there. I'm definitely glad that Melissa is still there. I'm not so happy that Fabio is still there because his design was just disgusting. And I don't understand why the judges... I'm on Heidi Klum's side on everything, pretty much. Yeah, that's about it. This challenge was kind of interesting, sort of. I mean, the outfits that I saw today, I think I've seen them all. I wasn't really that different of outfits or designs or whatever, but I don't know. This challenge just didn't work for me, but whatever. Next week will be the last challenge, I think, the runway show, or maybe there will be 2 more episodes. I think this was the second to last episode, but I'm not sure. Either way, I will obviously be vlogging the episodes until it's done, and then I'll be vlogging the All-Star episode. So I'm not going to get a break at all. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and see you guys at the next Project Runway vlog. Goodbye.